Hello, it's me again, guys. Since so many of you commented yesterday about how helpful the modifications were, I thought I would show you some more modifications just in case, because if it's helpful to you, then it's helpful for all of us. So if you are having wrist problems, which I know a lot of you guys who are doing 80-day obsession, like we talked about yesterday, we are in a plank position a lot. Your wrist is under a lot of tension, under a lot of pressure. That is a super small muscle group, super small joints, ligaments, all of that in there. So, one, make sure you're working on wrist mobility, flexibility, things like that, so that, you're building that strength, you're building that flexibility. Make sure that you warm up before your workouts. Those are non-negotiables. But if you need modifications for your wrists, something that is super simple, super cheap, and super easy to do is get yourself a set of push-up bars. There's all different kinds out there. These are like, I got these at Walmart. You can probably find them at your local thrift store or on your Facebook Marketplace page for like next to nothing if you don't want to buy them. But I mean, like I said, I think they're like 10 bucks or so for a pair of like plastic push-up bars. There's some fancy ones. I have like the Perfect push-ups. The only thing about the Perfect push-ups is they rotate. So if you're not really super stable in your wrist and in your core, you may want something that's a little more stable. So I'll show you guys how to use these. We're using bananas again to lure the little guy, to keep him, content, hopefully. So again, here's your push-up bars, you guys. Like I said, when you're doing push-ups, let me see if I can lower my camera down a little bit. There we go. It's going to help because if you're going to be able to keep your wrist a lot more straight, get down like this. You can obviously do your push-ups in them. It's going to give you a little bit more leverage. You can do your slider moves. For those of you who are going to be doing cardio flow with me on Saturday, and those of you who are in phase 3 and you're going to be doing it next Tuesday, these are awesome because you're doing a lot of crawling, a lot of push-ups, a lot of wrist movement that is quick and dynamic. So these are super helpful. So I'll show you kind of how I use those, because toward the end of the 80 days, my wrist started to feel a little tweaked. So I modified to the push-up bars and it really helped. So when you're doing inchworms, just go down, crawl yourself out, crawl yourself back in, right? So use them as an extension of your hand. You can go right into your spider push-ups. Or obviously, if you can't do it, go to your knees, spider push-ups. Same with burpees. You can use these for burpees. Another modification for burpee is to step back. So right? Same with mountain climbers. Right? So these will come in handy for a lot of things, guys. So if you are struggling with your wrist pinching or not having enough strength, so maybe it's not your core strength, maybe it's not your leg strength, but it's just the mobility in your wrist, these are going to be super helpful. So if you have any questions, by all means, drop them below, and I hope you all have a fabulous Thursday. Talk to you soon.